Hi, today we're gonna look at Jean Grey in Marvel Heroes. Jean Grey is a true glass cannon, I would say, in a way that she has a very high damage potential with all of her AoE skills, and however, she does have a very low defense and health points in a way. I'm using around 6 skills over here, well 5 active skills over here, the rest would be passive, in a way that I'm using Psychic Hammer as my basic. I'm using Psychic Lethargy as well with Psychokinetic Implosion, Kinetic Wave and Mind Crush to top it all off. For my aura buff, I'm using Exhilarating Aura for its higher chance of getting critical damage. Mind Crush, in a way, is very useful when you're leveling as Jean Grey because it gives splash damage after hitting someone and a small chance of stunning. And then obviously I'm using Psychic Lethargy as my bread and butter. As you can see, the Psychic Lethargy has a very high uh, area of damage. At the same time, it slows down the enemies, and since it provides damage over time, when you combine it together with Exhilarating Aura and the legendary item, it gives you a higher chance of critical uh, damage from its DOT. At close range, I'm using Kinetic Wave. Spamming Kinetic Wave is actually quite easy, considering that I'm also leveling her Phoenix Avatar passive skill, where it gives her the Spirit Regen uh, per second, which is actually very useful. As you can see there, no matter how many times I spam the Kinetic Wave, I'm able to, regenerate her spirits quite fast. So at higher level, you don't actually need to use her basic skills, which is the Psychic Hammer. Kinetic Wave has its own advantage in a way that it weakens the enemy once hit, around 10% reduction to their defense. At the same time, it has a very high damage speed, which is around 2.2 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. However, it requires you to be at close range because the Kinetic Wave is being cast all around her. I also use the Kinetic Implosion due to its pull in towards the center, so it's actually very useful when you want to use your Exhilarating Aura on the enemy. So you can go Implosion first, and then Psychic Lethargy, and then Mind Crush. However, since the enemy now has a higher tenacity value, Psychokinetic Implosion nowadays can be quite useless because the enemy may be able to resist the pull-in effect of Implosion. I am also using Mind Crush because Mind Crush do give some damage value. At the same time, it has a chance of stunning the enemy. However, the attack speed is actually quite low when compared. I think it's the lowest one when compared to Implosion and Kinetic Wave. So I rarely use it that much. However, it's actually quite useful if, for example, you want to like stun a whole bunch of enemy at the same time. In order, to overcome her low defense, her low HP and HP regeneration, it would be best for you to either, in my case, I'm using the Cosmic Sabertooth Medallion, which give me a very high HP regen, at the same time some health point, additional health point to my character. However, if you feel like okay, you don't need the HP regen and you want to go for a higher AoE, Dark Ox Medallion can also be useful in a way that it increases the radius. This is Jean Grey Ultimate. Basically, it gives a steroid buff, it increases the defense, it increases the damage for 20 seconds. At the same time, the initial burst of her ultimate deals high energy damage and damage over time. So it's actually very useful when it comes to fighting against bosses in terminals and dungeons or raids and such. Uh, yeah, so from as what I said just in the beginning of the video, she's a true glass cannon. She's a street sweeper. She can kill off a whole bunch of minions and enemies at the same time. However, due to the lack of single target damage, she can be a bit hard. It can be a bit harder for her to, fight against bosses. Looking forward to a review next week. That is all for today. Uh, I hope you enjoy watching. Thank you.